Welcome back, everybody, to Sports People Hawaii. You may not know the name Kevin Rhinehart. He recently completed the Honolulu Marathon, and he didn't win or even finish up high in his division. But every time he does cross the finish line, he provides incredible amounts of inspiration to so many others due to something that set him back, but not very long.
This segment of Sports People Hawaii is brought to you by 7-Eleven Hawaii, your neighborhood store.
Kevin Rhinehart never considered himself to be much of an athlete, and whatever level of fitness he did enjoy was stolen from him in the blink of an eye.
The stroke happened in January of 2012.
It was the day that changed everything. He couldn't walk or talk or play his bass guitar, and he lost his job, along with more than 20 pounds in the months that followed. But eventually he got stronger, and in 2015 he moved to the Big Island, where he made a decision that would change his life yet again. He chose to volunteer at the Ironman World Championships in Kona.
By the end of it, I said, I could do this. I don't know if it was craziness or the stroke brain talking, but I said, I could do this.
Call it drive, determination, or just destiny. But just a single year later, he would hear the words, Kevin Rhinehart, you are an Ironman.
I think it's amazing, but I think it's kind of crazy.
That's a little bit of both.
Yeah. I lost about 20 pounds because of the stroke. But I wasn't heavy. Younger adults, I was fairly healthy, but by the time I was 40, I was not.
Fast forward to this weekend, and Kevin is about to run his second straight Honolulu Marathon. What keeps you inspired and what keeps you going?
Well, first of all, stroke survivors keep me inspired. I want to give them hope that life is not over, because I thought life was over for me.
That was then. Now, he says exercise changed everything. And although he hesitates to call himself an inspiration, he says he does take pride in knowing that others admire him. All he wants is to spread his message.
I want to give stroke survivors hope and encouragement that they can. Maybe not as crazy as triathlons, but still, they can. I am fortunate because a lot of my stroke survivor friends can't even walk, and I think I run, bike, swim for them, and I think whatever you can do, do it.
And do it he does. The man who says he couldn't run a mile before suffering a stroke now says at the age of 58, he's in the greatest shape of his entire life. And not just physically.
I am in the best shape I've ever been in my life. I couldn't run a mile without walking several times when I first started training. And now it's little by little, I am entered into the marathon.
Kevin Rhinehart achieved what many think is impossible. While he was inspired by other athletes, he too has become an inspiration. I admire his perseverance, his thirst to regain what he knew of life. And after hearing Kevin's story, I was overwhelmed by his tenacity. He demonstrated that obstacles are only temporary if you walk the positive path. He is a role model for us all, and Kevin is definitely a champion of life.
My outlook on life is so much simpler. I don't recommend that anybody has a stroke to accomplish that, but I did, and I will make the best of it. I used to think marathoners or triathletes were crazy, and now I know.
Tell you what, Kevin is such a cool and inspiring guy, and he's already qualified to race in this year's Boston Marathon. And stick around, everybody, when we come back, a guy who made his way to Honolulu from Brazil, and how many lives he's changed since he's been here.